Hello and welcome! Imagine a scenario where a single viral video doesn't just start a debate, but actively threatens the stability of an entire state's essential service. That's exactly what's happening right now in Minnesota, where the future of thousands of daycare centers hangs in the balance, all stemming from a massive financial freeze and accusations of widespread fraud. The core of the issue is a staggering $185 million in federal funding. This money is crucial. It's the lifeblood for countless legitimate childcare providers, allowing working parents to afford necessary care for their children. But recently, the federal government, specifically the Trump administration, announced plans to freeze this massive pot of money. Why the freeze? It centers on explosive allegations of fraud. The spark that ignited this firestorm wasn't an official government audit, but a series of viral videos posted by a YouTuber named Nick Shirley. Shirley claimed to have uncovered nearly a dozen Minneapolis daycares engaging in fraudulent activities, specifically alleging they were claiming funds for children who didn't exist. These videos quickly gained traction, reaching national political figures. Former President Trump even weighed in on Truth Social, calling the situation total fraud. The effect of these accusations and the subsequent government action has been immediate and devastating. Daycare owners like Monique Stuman are warning that without this federal lifeline, they cannot survive more than a month. They can't pay their dedicated staff, and if they close, parents cannot work, creating a ripple effect across the Minnesota economy. But the story gets complicated when local news organizations like investigated some of the very centers Nick Shirley claimed were empty or fraudulent. They found something quite different. At one center, Shirley targeted WCCO reported seeing at least a dozen children present, actively contradicting the YouTuber's claims. Despite this, Nick Shirley has stood by his reporting, maintaining he is 100% confident in his accusations. This has devolved into a massive political battle within Minnesota. State representatives from the Democratic Farmer Labor Party, or DFL, like Carly Katis, argue that fighting fraud must be based on solid policy and evidence, not political spectacle. They are furious that legitimate, clean providers are being collectively punished while the investigation takes place. On the other side, Republican representatives, such as Nolan West, insist this massive funding freeze is a direct consequence of Minnesota's failure to adequately police existing fraud schemes. They are urging Governor Walz's administration to cooperate immediately with federal authorities to ensure that funds can be quickly released to the providers who are following the rules. The consequences of this heated rhetoric are sadly not just financial. One center, Nakoma Estakarowicz, was uneven mentioned in the original viral videos, was subjected to vandalism and data theft. The owner believes the intense social media narrative motivated the perpetrators. This highlights how an online controversy can quickly translate into real-world harm. As the situation escalates, the Minnesota Attorney General's office is now actively reviewing the legality of the federal government's funding freeze. Meanwhile, Minnesota lawmakers are scheduled to testify in Washington, D.C. next week. And both Governor Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison have been requested to appear at a subsequent hearing in February. This whole episode is a perfect storm. The collision of viral internet content, high-stakes federal funding, and the essential needs of everyday working families. It forces us to ask, how do we effectively stop fraud without simultaneously dismantling the vital systems that keep society running? The daycare providers caught in the middle are desperately hoping for a solution before their doors close for good. Thank you for watching.